Hi, welcome to Love-A-Dram. This time I got something really special for you. This is the Amarone Cask Finished single malt from the Isle of Arran distillers. This is an absolutely gorgeous whiskey, and it's one of the most interesting things that you'll ever put in your mouth. Guaranteed. Don't go anywhere. Welcome to Love-A-Dram, Scottish whiskey evangelism. Here we celebrate the finest beverage on the planet, single malt Scottish whiskey. Wouldn't you love a dram? Hey, welcome to Love-A-Dram. I'm Jonathan, and I've got a really special whiskey to present to you this week. This is the Isle of Arran Amarone Finish single malt, and it is so amazing. I just picked this up today at a local liquor store for about $85 here in the United States, and yeah, it's amazing. Non-chill filtered, no added color, bottled at 50% ABV, and it is gorgeous. It's a non-age statement, so it spent a lot of time in probably ex-bourbon barrels, and then was transferred to finish for an unspecified amount of time, but probably about a year, I'm guessing, in an Amarone cask, a cask which had formerly held Amarone wine. And Amarone is a wine that comes from the northeastern part of Italy. It's in the Veneto region, and it's basically the same grapes that go into Amarone go into Valpolicella, which is another type of Italian wine that's made there. The only difference is that the different selection and blend of grapes that go into it, they dry them out. So it's basically they make raisins first, and then they take those raisins and crush them and ferment them. And what you get is it's a concentrated sugar. Often Amarone wines are bottled at higher alcohol, usually 15 to 16% sometimes. And they also, they put all the skins in from the raisins. And so you get some more tannin that comes into the wine. So you get a lot of interesting, sweetness, which is highly fermentable in the sugars that are in the grapes, along with some of the tannic compounds that you find in the skin. And that the name Amarone actually means big bitter in Italian. And so there's a bitter element to it, but that's the type of cask that the Isle of Arran decided to use for their amazing Amarone finish. Fantastic. I'm a big fan of experimenting with different wine finishes, and some of the ones I've had have been so good. And this is absolutely one of them. Has a lovely, beautiful, pale golden color to it. The nose is very, very pleasant. It's bottled at 50%, so it's not too strong. You can add a drop of water, but I always recommend you try it straight, try it neat the first sip, just to see what you get. Chocolate on the nose, some berry notes maybe. It's very pleasant, a very pleasant nose. So here's what blows me away. This feels like you're drinking some amazing cocoa, but not hot. The alcohol is so beautifully blended into this. There's no alcohol burn that I'm feeling with this at all, even at 50%. The mouthfeel is gorgeous. It is so lovely. It's oily. The finish lingers so beautifully. It's got a softness to it, and that it feels like you've just had a sip of like cold hot chocolate or cocoa, but in a really upscale chocolate place. It has beautiful notes of cherry. In fact, I would say also like a what do they call chocolate cordial, like those little chocolates that you get sometimes with cherries in them, but not like in that sicky sweet kind of thing. Beautifully blended, just enough touch of that cherry note in the fruit, and a big dark chocolate note. Mm, yeah. This is one of the most interesting whiskeys to have in your mouth, I feel. It has so much to offer and it's so approachable. I'm really loving this, but it's so nice. This is such a beautifully constructed whiskey. That Amarone adds such a really nice touch of the chocolate, cherries, hazelnut, that kind of feel. It's something that feels incredibly good and just such a wonderfully drinkable whiskey. I highly recommend it. So this is a whiskey of the week for whatever the heck week we are on, February something or other. I've stopped kind of doing the whiskeys of the week, but this is like it's a great whiskey I'm giving you. So check this one out. It's the Isle of Arran Amarone Cask Finish single malt. It's amazing. You have to taste this. Slante.